Crime and punishment remain a constant theme as we move from year to year, but 2010 will go down as an especially violent year, with nearly 80 people taking a bullet in Hamilton County. Major crimes detectives with the Chattanooga Police Department landed their first case just a day into the new year. That's when someone gunned down 40-year-old Jimmy Yearby in the middle of a Lookout Mountain road.
It's be a good place to commit a crime of this, or in this case, if he was killed elsewhere and dumped here.
Less than a week later, 42-year-old Jonathan Lawrence suffered fatal gunshot wounds while pumping gas. Police say Lawrence was an innocent bystander in a dispute between two gang members.
This is an incubator for crime, as it seems.
A month later, another deadly shooting took place at the same gas station, prompting a call to action.
I've seen enough. I think it's time to sound the alarm.
Finally, in early March, authorities stopped sugarcoating the issue.
I can speak specifically for the Chattanooga Police Department, have acknowledged a gang problem that may not have been acknowledged in the past. But gang violence continued. In late March, 5 people suffered bullet wounds when a gathering of hundreds of teens at Coolidge Park attracted the wrong element.
You don't run to it, you gotta run away. You can't outrun no bullet either.
One of the shooters in this case returned to the streets in December, opening fire on several teens as they got off a school bus.
And when you take somebody, I don't care what age he is, when he picks up a gun and tries to kill people twice in 1 year, he's not a kid. He needs to be treated as an adult. He needs to be in prison. 2 people with gang ties stand accused in the brutal death of a local pastor. Investigators say the 2 cousins planned to rob Pastor David Strong, but ended up killing him.
In memory of Shannon.
Several non-gang related crimes rocked the community too. The death of Shannon Weiser brought domestic violence back to the forefront.
A lot of people asked why she stayed and why she went through this, and her kids were the answer. She never thought of herself. She thought about her kids.
And a father who died protecting his kids would be remembered as a hero. Kenny Simonson and 2 others died at a birthday party when someone's ex-boyfriend showed up and opened fire. After 3.5 years, a farmer found the body of missing Walker County 911 operator Theresa Parker. Her remains turned up 12 miles from her estranged husband Sam Parker's childhood home. The farmer found her skull near the Chattanooga River while searching for driftwood on Fullerton Road. Police say his mother made him do it. An 11-year-old accused of armed robbery in Athens told police he held up World Financial using a pellet gun because his mom put him up to it. Investigators say 32-year-old Angela Evans admitted she drove her son to the company where she once worked. They only made off with $80 in cash. Well, who could forget the story of Jesse Wright? He's the medic who drove through 2 red lights while rushing his wife to the hospital. Wright was arrested 2 days later on 7 charges, including assaulting an officer. But Wright claimed Officer James Daves followed him to the hospital and initially blocked entrance to the ER. After further review, authorities dropped the charges, saying the need to get his wife to the hospital was greater than the traffic offenses he violated.
We have nothing against Officer Daves. I'd never met him before this incident, and I don't have anything against him now. I just hope that things can be understood a little better between civilians and the police in the future.
3 months later, the Wrights filed suit against the police department looking for compensation. Hamilton County school leaders took steps to improve security after a January review showed thieves broke into 18 schools over a 13-month period. Several incidents at the first of the year prompted the response. Our reporting on this issue captured the community's attention, alerting Best Buy's Geek Squad to be on the lookout for stolen computers.
It seemed a little shady. They were nervous, so we kept our loss prevention cameras on them pretty close. We didn't know how long we'll be able to keep them here.
K through 5th. While the number of school break-ins slowed from February to September, vandals attacked Smith Elementary in October, destroying a memorial garden. Tonya Kraft won't ever forget 2010. The former Georgia kindergarten teacher stood trial in May on 22 charges. Prosecutors accused Kraft of molesting 3 girls, including her own daughter. A jury found her not guilty on all charges following 4 weeks of testimony.
It's not about my story. It's about the kids' stories and what they go through in this, and other people that are accused, falsely accused.
In November, Kraft worked out a child custody agreement with her former husband. She also dropped a federal lawsuit against the parties that accused her, but plans to refile after working through some discrepancies. Another high-profile case took place outside of our region, but all parties involved hail from here. A Northeast Tennessee jury found Howard Hawk Willis guilty in the dismemberment murders of 2 Walker County teens. It took nearly 8 years to bring the Chickamauga man to trial. Jurors sentenced him to death.
I didn't know whether to jump up and down or laugh, cry. It was the strangest feeling, Joe.
Adam Christmer's body would finally be returned to his mother in September. Authorities kept his remains as evidence in the Willis case due to the circumstances surrounding his death. Samantha Lemming was laid to rest in 2002. Well, it took 4 months to work out the McKamey versus the Pet Company case. McKamey raided the Hamilton Place Mall business in June, confiscating more than 80 animals, citing unsafe and unsanitary conditions. A hearing on the matter resulted in Judge Sherry Patey recusing herself after receiving an email from Chattanooga Mayor Ron Littlefield. A second judge threw out the case, citing double jeopardy. Another case ended without a verdict. Carmike Cinemas filed suit against the Chattanooga Lookout, saying fireworks after baseball games were setting off the downtown movie theater smoke alarm. No other downtown business complained. A third-party check found an issue with the display, triggering the smoke alarm at the theater. And the case of 45-year-old Stacy Swallows will be closely watched in 2011. The Sequoia High School teacher faces charges for holding 9 teens at gunpoint at a cemetery near his home. The teens said they were investigating a ghost story. 2010 featured some of the wildest weather in the Tennessee Valley in years, from several snowfalls to several tornadoes. Mother Nature kept us guessing.